from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And
now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work out in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A gain of 19 yards. And
now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Second down and 6 now. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's more.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Saints first down.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. In motion left goes Myers. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their... in his second year in the NFL now.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the 46, here's second down and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
On the ground, it's Jeanty. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Dolphins hit 9-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
21 yards.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a toss left side, Jeanty. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb. The ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
15 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Goff. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's another Saints first down.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught left side, Myers with it. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Touchdown, Saints. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Another point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run. When the opportunity is right, he is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Right back to Ginty on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Ginty. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Working out of the gun, Williams. Open man, it's Hunter. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Saints' 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we'll see. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throw out wide is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bears come away with a victory. They win by 6. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Ravens use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Donovan Edwards. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Chiefs win their 2nd straight, and they do it in style. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He completes it to Hunter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got a man, that's Hunter. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
It's a gain
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10.
And 10 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To the air, Williams. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dante Thornton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Goff now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Saints first down.
Goff now looking to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Gibbs on the toss left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here is third and 5.
It's third down and 5.
From the 50, it's Goff. finding Harris over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. Judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction. Watch.
He's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, 91 yards. And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter. This time the move out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Play action. It's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now 2nd and 3.
Lawrence Armstrong. It's a gain of 7.
To throw is gone. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. Now Williams. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Genty will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
You're down to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nifty move. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Goff.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. Here's first down.
And the Saints first down.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's gone.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Goff looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And it's third down.
Goff now to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go. First and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Goff. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
A beautiful fake.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. A run straight ahead with Genty. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts
That's another
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
Brings up third down.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On third down, here's Genty.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final second. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, here's your ball game. 1 second to play. One last throw here for Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Miami, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.